Hey guys! I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. I really appreciate all the love that you guys have been sending my way. And also, if you guys are interested in supporting me further, if you like my videos and the stuff that I'm doing, then you can go to my Patreon and donate even $1 a month. It would be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. In this video, I wanted to continue on with the video from yesterday. So yesterday we spoke about how I do not think it is possible for INFJs to be in multiple relationships. It's hard enough for us to be in one relationship. And so that's my idea behind it. Of course, there are many different kinds of INFJs out there. And so perhaps it's possible for some. But today I wanted to speak to you guys about how I wish that people could be a little bit more patient with us and stick around even when we are in our cave, because when we're out of our cave, we really do want to hang out with people, right? And one of the reasons why INFJs spend so much time being alone, lonely, and in solitude is because people don't realize that once we're out of our cave, we actually become very extroverted. We actually want to hang out with people. We want to be around them. We want to go back to our community. We want to spend time around the people that we love, that love us. Yeah. But what happens is, for us at least specifically, is that when we go into our cave, we're not really good at telling people, okay, I'm going into my cave right now. Also because we sometimes don't know that we're going into our cave, right? We kind of go into our cave and we're like, oh, this is really comfy. I like being in here. I don't want to go outside anymore, or I don't want to go outside for the next week. I'm just going to stay in my cave, right? So we're not always going into our cave intentionally or consciously. A lot of times we go into our cave without realizing we're going to go into it for a long time, because it gets so comfortable in there. It's so nice, it's warm and cozy. I have all my snacks here. I have my work here, my obsessions. I don't have to go outside, right? I'm just going to stay in here, right? So a lot of times we don't actually even know that we're going in there. And then we're in there, and the people that were hanging out with us previously, before we were in our cave, we were hanging out with them, we were friendly with them, we were showing them love, showing them kindness, generosity, and we were giving our time to them, and they're like, all right, cool, this is going to be like this forever. And they don't realize that once we go into our cave, they were going to disappear for a while, but then when we come back out again, we're going to want to be social again. We want to hang out with you guys after we're out of our cave. The problem, as I said, is that by the time we come out of our cave, because we haven't warned the person, or because the person got tired of waiting, because they didn't realize that we're going to come out of our cave and want to be social again, they've gone already. They're disappeared. They have perhaps decided that we're not for them, and they've already found someone else, or they just decided that this is not the kind of relationship they want to be in where a person disappears into a cave, which is absolutely understandable. So we lose people that way. Right? And this has happened to me so many times because in the past, when I was younger, I didn't know myself as well. So I didn't know when I was going to go into a cave, and I would go into a cave and I wouldn't contact my friends forever and ever and ever. I didn't explain to them what I was doing. They thought I was ghosting them. They thought I was running away from them, or I wasn't interested in them anymore. They thought I wasn't interested in being friends with them anymore. And so boom, it's gone, right? Their relationship, our friendship just disappears and dissipates. When I come back out of my cave and I go and message them, they're being cold and aloof. And they're like, why are you messaging me? And I'm like, but I thought we were friends. The more this happened, the more I learned, I see. So people are not used to, or they don't understand that I don't hate them anymore, or I'm not like ghosting them or leaving our friendship. I'm just in my cave, right? And so as soon as I understood that, I started explaining it to people. So whenever I'd make a new friend, I'd explain this to them. I'd be like, all right, cool. There's a couple of things I'd explain to them. But one of the main things I would tell them about myself, to explain to them how I do relationships or friendships, is that I would tell them about the cave. And I'd be like, I love you. You're my friend. I consider you my friend. But my friendship works a little bit differently. I disappear into my cave occasionally, randomly, without notice sometimes. And I won't come out of my cave and I won't message you back. I won't hang out with you until I'm out of my cave again. Sometimes I'm in my cave for a week. Sometimes I'm in there for 2 weeks. But as soon as I'm out, I want to hang out with you again. But if I go into my cave and I'm not messaging you back, it's not because I hate you. It's because I'm in my cave, right? I explain it now to people, but previously I was not able to do that in such an articulate fashion, right? I would be like, just disappear. And they would hate me because they would think, well, yeah, she doesn't like me anymore, or she ghosted me, or she doesn't think that I'm important anymore. And people don't like feeling that way. Yeah, of course. If you imagine the same thing happened to you, a person just suddenly disappeared from your life, you'd be angry as well. Even if you're an INFJ, even if you see that happening within your life, you'd still be like, does this person not like me anymore? Do they not want to be friends with me? What did I do? Right? And so these people obviously have these feelings. If you don't tell them that you're going to go into your cave, if you don't explain it, obviously they're going to be like, all right, yeah, she doesn't like me anymore. Or he doesn't like me anymore. He thinks that I'm an idiot. Or I did something foolish. I don't know what. But perhaps they don't want to be friends with me anymore. Yeah. So I tell you guys over and over again. I tell you this over all the time. Is communication is ideal and extremely important in these situations, especially as an INFJ, because we do disappear without notice. And it is really annoying and also really scary for people because they're not used to it. I get so many messages from non-INFJs who are in relationships with INFJs who are like, oh my God, my INFJ just disappeared and I don't know. Does he not like me anymore? Does he not want to be with me anymore? Does he want to stop this relationship? Or is he not interested? Did I do something wrong? And I see these emails and I just feel sad for these poor, amazing people who are interested in these INFJs, because the INFJ obviously just disappeared into their cave without explaining anything. Please, if you are interested in someone, or if you have a friendship with someone, or even with your family, just explain to them what the hell is going on with you. Just tell them, they will get it. It's not like you're trying to say, oh, I hate you for those 2 weeks. No, you're just saying, I'm taking care of myself. I'm doing my things. I'm catching up on work. I'm catching up on this or that. I'm catching up on my car building thing, or I'm catching up on my manga. I need some time alone. I'm recharging my battery. Please give me a couple of weeks. When I come back out, we'll hang out as much as you want, right? Just those simple words. It's a couple of sentences. It's so freaking simple. If you could just have that simple conversation with them, especially with the people who are really interested in you and want to be in a relationship with you, or who are obsessed with you, or are a little bit clingy, or they're like, oh, okay, I want to spend time with you every single day. And I have people like that, and I have to really be like, I'm sorry, I don't do that. Maybe I can do once a week. Explain it to them. Tell them what's going on with you. You're not going to lose them. I think we as INFJs are afraid that if we are honest with people, they're going to run away from us. No, they're not going to run away from us if we're honest. They're going to run away from us if we run into our cave and don't tell them what the hell is going on. That's when they're going to run away from us. And so we don't tell them anything, and then they run away, and then we're like, oh yeah, we're never going to be in a relationship. Well, if you told them what the hell was going on, perhaps they would have stuck around. And that's what I tell every single non-INFJ that messages me with the exact same question. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. If they showed you interest before they went into their cave, and you didn't do anything wrong, then it's fine. They're just in their cave. They're not upset with you. They're gonna come back out. Just be patient. Just relax. Don't worry about anything. And this is what I tell every single person that messages me. And every single time that person messages me back in a couple of weeks saying, yeah, you were right. They were just in their cave. Everything's fine. We're still in a relationship. I'm like, yeah, of course. They were just in their cave. They just weren't able to tell you that they're going into their cave, right? And that's something that I really want you guys, if you're listening to this video as an INFJ, please do communicate with your non-INFJ or INFJ relationships, friends, family, that you're going into your cave. It's so simple. You're not going to lose them. They're not, if you do, then yeah, I mean, like, they're not supposed to be with your friend anyways, because if they can't understand that you need your alone time, then they can't be friends with you, right? So it's okay. You can lose some friends that way, and I did as well. I lost some friends that were like, well, but I need to see you every week. If I don't, then we're not friends anymore. I'm like, all right, cool, if that's not gonna happen because that's not my style, so I'm sorry, but our friendship is ending, right? Cool. Some people are gonna dissipate. Some people are just gonna disappear, and that's okay. But some people are gonna be like, no, I really care about you. And I have some people like that in my life. They're ENTPs, ENFPs, and INTJs, ISTJs, and they're great. They tell me I am worth the friendship. I'm worth the time that I'm alone, that I'm not spending with them. And they understand that I'm obsessed with my work. They understand how hard I work on my stuff, and they understand what I'm doing in my life, what my goals are, what my vision is. I've shared my vision and mission with them, Why am I doing all this stuff, right? So I've shared all that stuff with them and they understand me, and they, no matter how long I disappear for, as soon as I'm out, I message them and they're like, all right, cool, yay, let's hang out. And that's the kind of friendship that we want as an INFJ, right? But it won't happen until and unless you explain yourself to the person. You have to tell them what's going on with you. Why are you doing this? Why do you disappear? What are you doing when you're disappearing? Are you hanging out with other people? Are you sleeping around? Are you cheating on them? That's mainly what they're thinking, yeah? You're not doing that, obviously. You're an INFJ. You're sitting at home doing something weird, like reading manga. Or, I don't know, making little toy train things like sets or like airplanes or whatever it might be, whatever your obsession might be. You're not doing anything foolish or stupid or unnecessary. You're just doing your stuff, yeah? So just explain it to them. They will get it. They will absolutely get it. I assure you of that, yeah? So don't worry about it. Just explain to them, and that's how I think we can build more relationships, be less lonely, and have more people around us, okay? All right, great. I hope this makes sense. If you guys have any questions about this video or any other videos, please let me know by email only. All right, I only reply to emails. If questions, I'm going to always send you my email address anyways. So please just email me. My email address is below. And I'd love it if you guys checked out my Patreon site and supported me by donating $1 a month, $5 a month. It would be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time around. Bye for now.